Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. And today, of course, the multiplayer trailer for Battlefield 5 came out. So let's go watch it right now. It's the first time that I'm watching it, so let's see what I see. Okay, we're jumping out of planes, that's good. Man, the graphics here are stunning. Oh, this has to be somewhere like Norway or something like that. I did hear that we had a map in there. Oh, this is so cool. I've read up on that stuff that you can take field guns with vehicles. That's awesome. Brutal.
Ikke en dråpe. Jeg elsker deg.
Sus!
Not much of a multiplayer trailer, really. That's funny because, you know, you see a bunch of stuff. The first trailer I was more hyped for than this one. But let's see what the press conference has to offer. I'll be right back after that, and we'll talk about it for a little bit. All right, guys, I'm finally back. I had to look for this one. Here's the press conference. I really wonder what they have to say about it because I couldn't really see much from the trailer itself. It looked more like a gameplay trailer than a multiplayer trailer. So let's get into this.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, there's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. We want to know more about our take on the Second World War.
Beautiful.
So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive Battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies.
That's cool.
Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield.
Yeah, see, that's what we saw in the trailer
advantages.
too. That's awesome.
And our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just the beginning. you will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass.
That's perfect. See, that's one of the things that I absolutely hated about the other ones.
We'll bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
It's Royale.
I read about it. It's funny to hear him say, I'm like, dude, I mean, come on. It's such a cop-out now.
Reimagined for Battlefield.
Yeah.
So we bring
how
those
can you
pillars
reimagine
of
something like
Battlefield,
that?
destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time, it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
All right, guys. So my take on all this, because of course this trailer we've already seen at the beginning of this video. Trailer makes a little bit more sense now. It really does. If you rewatch it, then you really start to see, okay, this is how you start landing, and then you have the beachhead, and then you start fighting in the cities, and then at the end, you know, you got the end game. So it makes sense. I did read up about it. It said it's going to have 4 days essentially. So, like I said earlier, you have the initial landing, the beachhead, or you know, the initial push, then the final, the before final fight, and then the final fight, whatever you have to do. Now, one of the things that I'm really hoping for is that this mode is also going to come to Rotterdam. The Battle of Rotterdam was something that, you know, is more dear to my heart personally than what this looks like to be Norway. This one is especially interesting because the Germans, of course, landed. The Germans started fighting against the Dutch. The Dutch started fighting back. And of course, in the end, the Dutch did surrender. That bombing that happens, that's something that happened in real life, so you can't stop that. But it would be interesting to see how you can do that fight and all that. Anyway, so on this bombshell, essentially, this trailer, for me personally, didn't really do that much as the first trailer did. But still, it's going to be interesting to see where they're going to go. Interesting also to see how they are picking up with the war stories that we've already seen in Battlefield 1. I'm fully expecting that they're going to do a good job on it, because Battlefield 1 was great as well. I actually bought it more for the single player than I did for the multiplayer. And my favorite stage in that was actually the tank stage that really captured the World War I warfare for me. And hopefully there's going to be a tank stage in Battlefield 5 as well. I did also like the aerial portion, and of course I hope that that returns, because World War I planes are cool, but arguably World War II planes are just a little bit cooler. So on that note, I hope you liked my take on this and enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you like this content, because there's going to be many more of this, and also, of course, gameplays. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the flip side.